As I was walking around the museum, I saw a lot of complex sculptures and big paintings that had a lot more content than the one that I chose to do this assignment on. Nevertheless, I chose this one because this small painting that at first glance seems so basic was one of the only pieces that actually made me feel something. I've never been somebody who was very interested in art, at least not in the form of sculptures or paintings. But this painting of Valdivia in 1851 gave me a deep sense of peace. The birds flying in the clear blue sky, the fact that all the mountains are covered in healthy grass and trees, the city in the background that is probably right next to the ocean, even though you can't actually see it. One of the things that John Berger said in the text that was assigned to us is that when we look at a picture or painting of a landscape, we tend to situate ourselves in that place. And sure enough, that's what happened to me. I started thinking about the people that lived there in that time and how life seemed so much simpler back then. Of course, I can't deny living in our time has many advantages, but I couldn't seem to shake the feeling that people were happier back then. Living without the anxiety or fear of missing out that so many people experience because of social media, or the pressure that is set by people you don't even know that you see online that seem to have it all figured out, even though they most likely don't. It feels to me that it's such an unnecessary burden that can sometimes make you feel a bit trapped. And when I looked at this painting, it seemed like the people living in it were so free. And if I'm being honest, I envied that for a while. I also wanted to feel that kind of freedom. Then, as a little time went on, this feeling of envy started slowly turning into happiness, which occurred when I realized that it's really easy to look back at a simpler time in history, but it's also impossible to travel to it. This made me appreciate the time I live in and the people I get to share this time with, which is the main reason I chose this piece. Thank you.